Welcome back, fellow summoners. War number 5 is here, and 4BGs is taking on XMN-M in another tough Tier 2 matchup. The competition is fierce, and at this level, the fights are just about as tough as they get. For this war, I'm rolling in with the trio of Moleman, Medusa, and humantorch. With 7 fights on my plate, I'm expecting a challenge, but I think I'm more than up for the task. Let's jump in and see how this one plays out. Alright, and we've got this Void on path number 4. This is a fight I've taken many times before. You can see I've got my typical war boost on. I've got the skill class boost on. I'm going to throw on a power start 1. Plan here, just like always, parry heavy, build up some monster mass, go into frenzy, and rinse the fight. So there we go, we get a parry heavy. We get a second one. Now we're going to let him hit into our block if he wants to come in, and there we go. Couple hits into a special 2, and you can see this fight is pretty much over. And we're just going to let him tick down from there. Nice little 16-second fight to start the war. We jump ahead, and this is the first time I've used Medusa in this tactic. So I'm going to take this fight just a little bit slow. Just make sure I'm doing everything right. There, I forgot because I had the debuffs on, my parries necessarily wouldn't stick, but that's okay. He didn't punish me. I should have been punished for it, but I'm going to be okay. Now I'm just trying to make sure that my parries stick the rest of the way. And there we go. He throws a special 1. We're going to back away. And, he's already down to 50%. And I've only got, a couple combos in, which is phenomenal. So here we go. We make sure the parry sticks. We can get a couple more hits in. He's almost dead. He's down to 20%. And you know what? Let's do a combo and finish him off. Very, very quick takedown. Medusa is just a beast. Alright, and now we jump ahead to section 2, and this is another fight you've seen me take before. This one is a Moleman fight with a twist. I still have the Power Start 1 boost on, so we're just going to go right in very quick. And plan here is to throw special 1s instead of going to special 2. Just don't want little Spidey Ham there to build up any of his spider nonsense and evade me and, smack me in the face. So here, we're just doing our parry heavies. We're just building up mass, and that's fine. There we go. He hits into our block, which is perfectly fine. We're going to throw a special 1. Doesn't do as much damage. I'm still getting a bleed, still getting a good crits from being in frenzy. And here now, a couple things. I have the 3 debuffs on me, so he's unblockable. I am playing a Moleman with stand your ground, so I should be able to block the unblockable and just do a parry heavy, like I do right here. Could have done that earlier on. Just trying to get some practice in case for some reason I'm fighting somebody not using Moleman and that happens. Just trying to, judge the timing and things like that. There was no fear in that fight. I could have parried, heavied, or parried and hit him and, gotten out of it a little bit quicker. All right, and now we have this Peni Parker here, and, I'm kind of at this point thinking through Peni's kit, trying to figure out if there's an interaction between her and this node that would cause me any big issue, if she's going to go unblockable or anything like that. So I'm just, I'm putting on a heal, I'm just kind of taking my time, thinking through things. And, here I'm going to throw on an invuln boost just in case. I can't think of anything that would, cause a weird interaction here, but just really want to be safe, if at all possible. So here the plan is, if she doesn't throw a special 1, we're just going to try and play this normal. If she blocks, I will take the advantage to hit into her block. If she doesn't, as long as she doesn't have any of her charges up, I'm just going to kind of go. But here she throws a special 1. So she's now got 5 charges up. So, good chance that I'll get auto blocked. So I'm just going to play it safe. We're going to hit into her block. Only a couple more hits takes the shield all the way down. So now it is just a normal fight. And I'm just going to do 5-hit combos. We'll bait this special 2 out. We're going to take most of it in a block, which is perfectly fine. Do one more combo. Didn't quite have enough for a striker there, so we're just going to do one more combo to finish it off. Like I said, Medusa is a beast in a very good way. All right, so the next fight up is node 41. Quicksilver is a common placement here because of bubble shield. Quicksilver, if he hits into your block, does do multiple hits very quickly, so that bubble shield counter jumps up very fast. So plan here is to parry heavy 3 times and then let him hit into my block. So there's 2. And the reason for 3 times is what you'll see right here. when you parry heavy a fourth time, he's going to evade. Well, it worked out because he came right in and hit into my block, which is fine. Now we're just going to let him hit into the block again and counter. If he would do it one more time, that would be great. He's going to throw a special. We're going to get out of the range of it. We can see our bubble shield counter at 9, but we're going to drop our first special 2. Get him down to about 23. We're going to let him hit in a block. Get that 10th hit. And there we go. Rinse through Quicksilver very, very quickly. And from there, we jump up to Boss Island, and we've got this Killmonger on node 47. Feat of Vigilance, Power Efficiency, Missing in Action, Return Policy, all sorts of nodes on this thing, and you've got Killmonger to worry about. So Medusa's the perfect champion for it. Armor breaks, take care of most of Killmonger's kit, so now we can just fight the node, which is fine. Here I kind of backed off. I could have gone right into the special one, but just being safe, being as safe as we can. Here we bait out the special 2, and we're just going to kind of go back in. Once again, just being safe. Ended up there being late on my heavy, so I got the falter on me. Not the end of the world. Fortunately, it was only a couple hits and didn't hurt too much. So here, we're going to bait a special 2. I get caught on a dashback. That one hurt a little bit more. But you know what? Medusa's pretty good. She's got this little auto block mechanic in there that just saved my behind. So here, we're going to bait out a special 2, and we're actually going to dex it this time. And, he's almost down, even with the mistakes, even considering how poorly I'm really fighting this fight. It's still going pretty good. Here we go into a striker. We're going into a heavy just to get the falter on him. I could have done a special 1 there. Probably should have, but you know what? I'm thinking special 2. I want a special 2 here. There, we're going to bait out one more special. I just don't want to take the chance of pushing him red or anything like that. There we go. Nice little special 2 there. Almost finishes him off. Like I said, should have gone for that special 1 back when I originally thought about it in my brain. But, sometimes in war, brains don't work exactly the way that you would like them to. There, I finally do the special 1 and a couple more hits, and he is down. All right, and this next fight up is going to be using Human Torch against this Spiral. Now, what you'll notice here is I go in without the pre-fight on. That is intentional. Found out and learned during this Battleground season that Human Torch's Nova Flames do not trigger for Incinerates. That's important. So here we go. We're just going to kind of go in here. I threw on the regen boost because of, brute force and, taking some chip damage. And here you can see I've got the Incinerates on. I'm able to very easily turn off the node so I can stun her. And now here we're going to do a combo. She's going to throw her special. My temperature is going to skyrocket. And now here, I didn't take into consideration that the Nova Flames won't turn off the stun. I thought about it beforehand. It just slipped my mind completely. And then here, I thought I had them on, and I didn't. She reflects the stun on me, and I lose my streak. So very, very kind of poor management of that fight. It was well underhand, well in control. And then just one little not seeing that I was in Nova Flames when I hit her and it didn't turn off the node kind of changed that whole fight right there. The ending of it, it was inevitable. I don't think I was going to get it down when I got down to that low of health. I was going to take chip damage. I had brute force on me. I just kind of had to do what I had to do there. Unfortunate, but you know what? It's not the end of the world. So we're going to heal back up. I did turn Nova Flames on just because, you know what? She's almost dead and I just want to melt her face. And you can see there, it does not turn off the node, which in a way I understand, but in a way it's kind of dumb. So we're just going to do normal combos. We're going to let her hit into me as much as she wants. Just get my temperature up, get my charges up. She's going to throw that. And, there we are. She is melted and she is dead. So that's going to wrap us up there. And unfortunately for 4BGs, it was another tough loss for us. On top of that, my deathless streak finally came to an end. But hey, streaks are meant to be broken, right? Time to shake it off and start a new one in the next war. I'm now sitting at 35 kills and 1 death on the season, and I'm ready to bounce back stronger. Up next are my mini account fights, so feel free to stick around and check those out. If not, thanks for watching. Please hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, all.